Hey guys, it's Nate here. I'm going to just do a quick video on how I used SketchUp Make to build my roof line. Mine was not a simple straight through gable. I have hips and stuff on it, and it was kind of a chore for me to figure it out. But what I learned was some really cool tips. I want to share them with you today, and hopefully it'll help you in your model building. So anyway, I'm using SketchUp Make. It's free, it's downloaded from Google. And then once you download it and install it, all you have to do is make a Trimble account and you're good to go. It has all of the tools, like I said, that you need to do basically anything you need. There's a huge 3D warehouse library where you can get models to import if you want to do any of that stuff. You don't have full access to that without purchasing a license, but this will do for what we got. So we're going to start out with making a basic rectangle. Let's go 50 feet by 30 feet. And I'm going to show you a backwards way. I like to do it this way because it makes it simpler for me. But what I'll usually do is I'll make my overhangs wider. So if my house was 50 feet and I wanted an overhang on each side, I would go 52, and the depth would be 32 instead of 30. But for this video, we'll just kind of make it basic and go from there. So we got our basic shape here. I'm gonna just pull that up like 6 inches. Why did it do 5 feet? I'm gonna pull it up 6 inches. There we go. And from there, the videos that I watch, they tell you to draw lines, you know, from your center point to here, and then draw your lines from your corners to wherever you want it to bend. And I could never get it to fold the way I like. And besides, this is a lot more exact. We're going to be using angles instead of just measurements, which I find is a lot better looking anyway. So here we are, we got our basic shape. And then this tool will be your protractor tool. This will be your lifesaver when you're building gables and hips. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to start drawing some lines here. And I'm going to do a 612, which is about a 27-degree angle. There we go. Do the same on this side. And then there's your peak right there. On the front, let's say you've got a gable that's like 16 feet wide. So 16 feet, and then say the other side you got a garage that kind of sticks out, and you got let's say it's 20 feet. You do 144. You can do 20 feet, or you can do 288 inches, but that looks pretty good. So there, we'll go back to our protractor tool and we'll draw our angles in. This works, like I said, perfectly. If you got multiple gables sticking out front like I have, I won't show it in this video, but if you hit me up, I can walk you through how to do that. Pretty simple. But it's the same process and what you use when you're doing this. So almost got all the angles we need in, and then we're done. So there we are. And now we're just gonna, so there's all our angles. It kind of looks like a mess, but we're just gonna draw these in with this line tool really quick. And then draw these gables in over on this side. Super simple. And draw these in here. Boom. That's it. Now we don't have to do anything on this side, because what we're going to do is you're just going to take this shape and you're just going to get where it's at, where I need to be, and you're just going to pull it through. So that's it. So there's your basic, your main roof, and here's your little hips coming on. onto it. So we're just going to take this line right here. We're going to just draw it vertically or horizontally till it says green access on face. So there we are. Boom. Bring that down to this corner. See how it fills that in nicely. The same thing on this side. This one will do the same thing here. Bring it on to the face. Go down to that reference point. And then same thing on this side. So there's your basic roof line. From that point, I like to go underneath the house, do an offset. Let's offset it 12 inches. So then we'll pull that down like 10 feet. That's most homes are that tall. Some can be a little bit smaller. So then that gives you your overhang all the way around. See that? Looks really nice. See? Now we'll go ahead and we'll get rid of these guidelines. We don't need those anymore. Then from there, you're just going to draw your finished drawing in this hip that comes down this side. Notice how I started on that line and I came up to the ridge. That'll help it follow that line that you got. Same thing here, just bring that up. Look here, go down. Then you can erase all of this stuff out. And there's your nice, good looking hip roof. See that? How nice that looks. And from there, we're just gonna bring these gables in so they look like, you know, the rest of the house. Got the same overhang. So let's come up, hover over that edge, see how it turns pink, and then we'll hover over our end point. And then bring it back down. Erase that, erase that, erase that. We're gonna leave, whoops, wrong one. We're gonna leave that line in there for a minute. I'll just show you this other side. Let's do this other side really quick. Erase this out. So now the next thing we want to do is just come over 12 inches. Because let's say that this is actually not flush right there. So we're going to bring this in. Come over 12 inches. I'm going to just drop that down. Now we've got all these surfaces that we can move in. So let's say this comes out, I don't know, doing that 8 feet, which is kind of big. Then you can bring this overhang out there and then another 12 inches past that. Bring this one out till it's there. See how it just pulls your roof line out with it? Makes it nice and smooth. Now that's done, we can erase that roof line. Same with this. Well, actually, we're going to erase that first. No, can't do that. Gotta push it in first. Then we can erase this one. Then we can pull it all out. And let's say this one just comes out like, that'll be 4 feet total. So we got 3 feet plus the overhang. So there's your nice looking hip house. And then from there you can start drawing doors, windows, everything. One last thing that I like to do also is I like to just, because we drop the thing down, see it's below that. When you export that into X-Lights, it's not going to quite look right. So I just like to just move it up so it's above the red axis, and then when you import it, it looks great. So Anyway, that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Otherwise, we're going to stop right there, and we'll talk to you later.